turn this shit up, man.
Watch this one, boy.
She nasty, wanna get with your boy cause I'm flashy. All VVS on me, how I'm shining. Hey, Rich and Millie, this is perfect timing. I see diamonds in my timepiece. I stay on so you can never slight me.
Doing all different types of textures and waves. But the most annoying thing was like trying to rip the box open, trying to lift the top off, and putting two things together, and then if you need more, you have to do that all over again. The smell was really annoying. You weren't able to have a lot of texture freedom. What else is really annoying about it? You had to rinse for 10 minutes before neutralizing, and you had to make sure you blot it all dry before doing that. She wanted to make it super easy. She wanted to cut down the processing time. She wanted to make it accessible for us and for people to get it again and to make it more comfortable for everybody. So the best thing, and this is how I usually sell it to all my guests, is that I say it's vegan, it's cruelty-free, it's paraben-free, it is thio-free. So the thing with Perms is that it turns each solution into amino acids, turns into water, and that's how you get it out of the hair. So that's what thio used to do. The cysteamine solution is your Perm solution. So people ask like, what makes Perm work? It's cysteamine. That's your amino acid. And we don't rinse for 10 minutes. We neutralize right over top, so you don't have to rinse, you don't have to blot. We actually do a test strand to see if it's ready to neutralize by stretching 2 or 3 pieces of hair, double the size. That is the most important thing that you get out today, is that a lot of times, sometimes this gets under processed because people are really scared of the stretch because that's where the problem hair color, but that's what you want. So you want it to stretch twice its size before being able to neutralize. Think of it as a demi. I like to sell it as it lasts for 3 to 6 months. It grows out of the hair. You don't never need to cut it out of the hair. It's very, very versatile. It's not just going from straight hair to curly hair. I fix cowlicks. I make bobs that are really nice and straight so people love to blow dry them. You can elongate natural curly hair. And since it's all a demi and it grows out, now I have a problem with like even drying it once and then like never doing it again. Softer, shinier, no harsh lines of purification, faster processing time. You can do this on colored hair, but I like to say low maintenance color, they can get this texture surface. If somebody is a high maintenance color and they're coming every like 8-12 weeks to get their highlights done, probably can't get this. So just stick with your hair that much. Any dimensional highlights are fine. My hair, I can't have one. There's like a bunch of people here who can. No, it's like a lot. Like you'd be perfect for one. We also have pea protein in and everything has pea protein in it except for our Prepare shampoo and our Curl Enhance. So the pea protein is that bonding effect. That's like your Bond Pro, your Olaplex, so you don't need to add anything in. It is, and because we don't rinse it out, it goes right into the hair cortex. So it's making the hair feel nice and healthy and shiny and soft. I actually had more hair feel soft after it. It was incredible. These are our products. So we have our Prepare shampoo. You wash twice before doing the solution. This is our solution. It is Liberate. It is very white and milky, so make sure you mix it up as much as you can. And when you put the solution on, you'll see like white flakes all over the hair, but it comes off when you neutralize it with our Regenerate. So nothing to worry about. I kind of like it. I'm trying to get rid of it. I don't want to get rid of it. It helps me see which rods I've done and which rods I need to like neutralize more. So I use it as and this is our Regenerate. It is twice the size because you want to use twice the amount of neutralizer than you do with your Liberate. You can get about 4 to 5 perms out of this. Sometimes you even get 2 if somebody has like a lot of hair. Then I'll get 2 of them. And once you open it, it lasts for like 6 months. Doesn't mean that it doesn't last, but you might need to like leave it on longer if you open it and it's like, hey, that's 7:30 a month. Then we have our Curl Enhance. It is our curling lotion. It doesn't have too much hold. I would say play around with this, see how you feel. It's definitely super, super soft and can get a little heavy in my opinion, but it means like I want it for myself, so I made it for myself. This is our magic spell. I use this on every single person in my chair, no matter what, whether they're getting a perm or not. And sometimes people just buy it because of the smell. Some people love it, like, oh my god, it smells so good, and then I'll sell them on the perm after that too because it smells good. I use it for before I cut hair, I use it on second day hair. I teach people how to use it all the time. It's just a very good, all-around good product. I've never had it so heavy. So this is really awesome.
What is it for?
It's a leave-in conditioner with a pea protein in it. So
What's it called again?
Magic Spell. And then this is our freshener vibe. This is the shampoo and conditioner. Our perms are only as good as our products and our haircuts. So as long as people are going home with the right products, then we can make sure that they go home and have good looking hair as much as they can. So, biggest thing I want to say though is when you are doing this perm and doing this wave, you really do want to educate your guests on how to take care of their hair. Please do not just do this wave on their hair and then be like, okay, bye, have fun, good luck. Because they're going to continue their regimen on their straight hair. They have no idea how to have curly hair. So like in detail, I don't start until after the process is over. That way that I can be calm and I can see how the wave works. And then as I'm styling their hair, I teach them exactly how to style their hair. Teach them how to scrunch conditioner in their hair, how to rinse properly, how to block properly, make sure you're not rubbing it. So you guys have to make sure that you are educating your guests and they're going to trust you the most when they come back and they have good hair and they just want to come back all the time. Don't be afraid of like pushing anything. Just make sure that you're always educating them.
I have a question.
Questions?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So say like if you don't have the shampoo or conditioner for curl curl, just a regular curl curl, what could you like recommend them to use for shampoo and conditioner?
What are you guys using right now? What do you guys carry?
Well, we just ordered the system, correct, with the shampoo and the conditioner. So we, until we get education on it, like,
I work with Arnco, so I like their lashes and stuff as long as their hair isn't too light.
Mm-hmm.
Every brand does have curly products that are paraben free and sulfate free and all that fun stuff. So almost anything, as long as it's not cleansing, as long as it's not volumizing, just because sometimes that can strip. Anything that's like too harsh.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that you'd use on natural curly hair, you can
Use on that.
Yeah. There we go. All right, so there are many different reasons and ways and whys to roll the hair. So when somebody is first getting their first texture service, usually they're a little nervous to go too curly. They don't really want to see spirals. Also, you will never get like super curly hair with this. It just won't happen. It's too soft. If they want very highly textured hair, then you would just do a normal or side perm. This is for much looser waves, much more texture. So if somebody's saying how they don't want to see spirals, they're a little nervous to go too curly. I have a lot of people who are too nervous to go too curly. So rolling horizontally will give you waves. Rolling vertically will give you spirals. So that's like the one thing that you guys have to share. If you're I don't have too curly, roll it horizontally. You'll get waves. You could drop the rod size. Because this is a demi-perm, it has to have the rod size dropped, at least by 2, because it's going to fall and expand. So whenever you're done perming the hair, it will wrap around the rod size with like air between. If you do an old-fashioned one, it's like same thing to the rod, it's like the exact same shape. This one's going to be more flowy around the rod. So drop your rod size. Don't be afraid to drop your rod size. It's actually better rather than to go too big. I have so many here. We're going to play around later with them. You can still use hard rods and bendy rods. When short hair happens, you're going to use hard rod. Hard rod's going to go. And then always pinch the off the rod. Make it much easier to wrap. Like this flat of hair is annoying, and then you have to worry about like multiple hairs getting around it. And then you can just pinch it and make that hair curl on itself. So I'm going to take an end paper because I like end papers. I don't have problems with them. Some people don't. That's fine.
You guys can move out here, but you're not.
No, it's not great. They're like, I want to sit. Okay. So for the vertical, you're still going to put the rod up top. And then I just like to change the rod the way it goes. Go shake and shimmy up the rod.
Shimmy. Period.
You don't have to tuck it too much. It doesn't have to be folded if you don't want to. I like to do it this way. Then when I put the solution on, it just all goes down. instead of going all over my guests. And yes, I call them guests, I don't call them clients because that's what I was taught. So I say guest, that's why they're my guests.
We say people.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. My person's about to go.
They're not my client, I do not own them. I also go to a salon where we share, so I don't own anything like that. And that's pretty much it, guys. We just do this way. I'm going the same direction as these two because I split that middle. So then I'm on this side with the rod, and on this side, I'm going to be on this side with the rod. So that way it rolls this way. So there are like slight differences, but only me. So for these, I was just standing out, like I said, because I'm not going to worry too much about volume because you can't really get volume over here. But for the rest of them, like I will stand over here. I will stand completely on the other side because this is how you over direct. This is my section. And if I want it to be like slightly on base, off base, this is like if I want to be on base, this is what. And just keep practicing. I know these rods are hard. I know they're not like the easiest thing. It took me like 2 full years of I wasn't perming too often at my first salon. But once I did like 5 perms, then I was able to do it really, really fast and well. But that's like I said, that's like 50 to 75 rods I still had to wrap 5 times. That one day it'll just snap and I'll never go back to doing it the old way. Tension's important. Making sure all the hair is in there. You don't get as much fish hooks with this solution that you have to worry about with style perms, but you still want to be conscious that people's hair are going to be drying really nicely. So that will happen. If you pull it the wrong way, it's going to open. Also, when you get on people, guys, it's so much easier than a mannequin. Mannequins can be so painful. But people, they will do it. So this will happen if you don't wrap it. How did you find out about
You gotta do the I'll wait. Or there's like
just sitting in a concept. Who just texted me how I got into trouble?
Oh, I did.
I used to do kind of what you guys are doing, where I was like perm salon, and then I left during COVID, and my boss that I work out now, she knew how much I love perms. And when I went back after the pandemic to do a perm, I got someone's free shirt drenched with water while I was in her out for 10 minutes. And then I had to wash it, and it was a whole fiasco. But my boss knew how much I love doing perms, but how like annoying it was to do the original time. So she knew that this education was coming from Josh, who is like an exporter of shows. And they knew that they needed educators, so she told me to take a class. So I went to Pennsylvania to take a class, and I did it. She never did it. I started teaching like a month later. Yeah. You guys can do too. Like I said, really easy, it's really fun. I travel a lot. You'll see a lot of classes in salons, and people who are older, like they're gonna want to learn how to do it. So very fun. Ready? Yeah. So I'm gonna do my shoulders. So I'm gonna do my best straight version for you guys. I'm just gonna like hold it and stuff. So what I do is my people are always put on a rope. I don't know if you guys have ropes in your desk and stuff. Where they go, you don't. My salon, you always wear a robe, so they'll already have a robe if they're getting a texture service or anything like that. And then I take a towel, and I like to put a nice little towel. I'm just gonna tie it. Here's a towel. And then I have a silicone cutting tape. Again, she doesn't have shoulders, but I put a silicone cutting tape down because it's thicker than a towel, because even if the towel gets wet, your guest is gonna get wet. And it's not necessarily that you have to use it. Costco sells like, they're like perforated plastic bags that you could rip open and you can use that I used to use it in my last salon, I just haven't gotten it back. But I have the plastic cap, and then I take my throw cookie. This one is like thick. This is like thick like a jacket, and that's really awesome.
It's like the dentist jacket.
It's really
I
like
love
the
that.
extra one. Which people think that silicone thing, they're like, oh my god, it's really more fun for sure. I love it too. So then I have a cape, and then I put one more towel, and then I get another towel. Because they should have a towel because it's in their hair and everything, so they should look comfortable. And then obviously always put your cotton on after wrapping, wrap first. You can even wrap the hair and then drape them. Like they don't have to be sitting here sweating and then have to sit here for another hour after that. So sometimes I'll just wrap them with just a towel on and then I drape them when I'm done wrapping. So whatever you want to do. And something that I forgot to mention before, but a question that you asked earlier helped me remember that if you have somebody in your chair and they do want to blow dry and style their hair often, getting a perm won't necessarily be a bad thing, but it won't be a great thing either. If they want to have they can get a perm to support their blow dries, but if they're washing and blow drying their hair 3 times a week, it's just going to take the perm out. If it's something that they want to do once a week or every other week, they can get a perm and then just wash and blow out their hair. But if somebody comes in before getting a perm and they blow dry and they heat style their hair all the time, that is not Virgin's hair tech. There's a lot of damage done to it still. I had somebody come in, she would blow dry and flat iron her hair, and I saw all the breakage going up, and she was unable to get a perm because she also had like a whole bunch of other stuff. But she was unable to get it because of how much heat damage there was. So really know your person's hair history so that we're not confused at the end and we're like, why isn't it doing it? Why isn't it doing it this way? Make sure you know exactly what their hair maintenance is. Cool? I don't have time today. I'm talking so fast. Okay, so what do you guys want to see or learn the most? What do you guys want to do? Do you guys just want to see me wrap some things to get the technique of wrapping and you guys can choose the direction you want to go in?
No, we want to do vertical.
Okay. The shag, kind of. The cool. Wave. Cool. Yeah. That's really awesome. Okay, cool. And then the Cali wave is the most understood one, just well, but I'll show everything. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I'll section this into 3, and I'll do it. As I was talking to Nathan before, I know he's giving you guys like a lot of rods and stuff, but these are all the different size rods I have. This one's being the biggest one. I think this is like 7 inch to ½ inch. This is really big, honestly. Because it's twice the size when it's done, it's too big, and I personally just don't like the wave that comes out of it. So I like to do, this one's about ½ inch smaller, and I like that one a lot more. So this one is what I use for my waves, for like the 11, there's only 11 rods. I'm going to do that real fast. I'm going to do it from the side and the back, just so you guys can see it. But then I love these for like all my shags and all my curlier guests. Cool. So all you really need is a foiling comb. And
Stay in the top.
pick it up. Never pick it up. I actually never pick up a single comb whenever I drop it. And all my guests are like, you can pick it up. And I'm like, no. That's like the one basic thing that we learned. But I'm so, always take your foiling comb, look at the flat of the head, find where the top is, same thing as you do. I don't know if you guys learned that, but now you do. So that's one way to find like the good flat of the head of where, because this is how I start my foils, this is how I start everything. And I like to think of perms as a way, I like to mix my knowledge of color with my knowledge of like curling sets. So I like to use that. So the curling set is vertical, horizontal, which direction you're wrapping, and then the color aspect is the chemical part. Very curious.
So does it matter, like say, wear a middle part? Like you have to section that, make sure you have that, or do you not?
So most of the time you would do it at the part. If they want volume, you could choose either direction. You can take about ½ inch the opposite way. So that way, when they actually part their hair, it's a lot of volume. You can, if they have a middle part they want volume, you can roll everything back. if they have middle part and don't want volume, if they don't want volume at all or texture up top, you can do it as a part and then drag it down.
So you normally take zigzag parts on?
I like taking zigzag parts, so I hope you guys can see it. I want your all to see it. So like when I part the hair for not their hairline part, I like to take zigzag. When it's their part and it's the middle part, you can also take zigzag sections if they want volume. It's super creative. Everything I say is just like very, very small information of what your brain can actually do with this. So yeah, I like to take zigzag parting. There's always going to be a front section and a back section. There's always going to be the other side. Part, she's going to have a little, whatever the front is. Okay, so we'll do the It Wave because it's my favorite right now. So this is how I just like to keep nice and neat. Take that over there, and you stay over there. So,
Did you figure all this out through like trial and error, or did you guys have like
the steps.
like just like figuring out that like zigzag?
This is something I learned when I my first salon that I just kind of kept it with me.
Yeah.
This line doesn't create a line of demarcation like style perms do, but I still like to just keep it natural and blended. So with this sectioning, obviously mannequins have a very weird hairline, but wherever this is, you see where like my straight line would be right here, that's where you take it. This is where it's almost hitting the top. That's where you take it, just straight down, so that you have a straight line. Cool. And then you take this whole section, this whole thing. The most important thing though when you do these sections is that you are taking a lot of hair, so you just want to make sure that your saturation is really good. So this is a set that is only 11 rods, 11 to 15 at most. All the other ones I've done like 75 rods. So take it and we're going to over direct all the way. Same thing for previous perms, over direction means more on base, and more neutral is going to have less volume. Over direct everything to the front. She's probably going to need an end paper, but I'm going to show you guys how you can roll without an end paper. It's obviously going to be very sticky and pokey because it's a mannequin, but on a normal person, it'll be really nice and tucked in. So take this whole section. I have a lot of tension on my rod with just my thumb and my finger, and we have that finger dexterity over time. And I pull it all the way end to where my ends are, almost right there. And then I'm just going to tuck it in. I know some people who are behind me, you guys can get as close as you want to me. I am not claustrophobic at all. I don't care. So I am tucking in all of those ends, like I said, sticky and pokey, but for a normal person it won't be. And I'm pulling it still with tension and it's not going anywhere. It's still right there. And then I'm just going to take it in. Utilize, I always hold my comb, I never put it down, not for my haircuts, not for my coloring, not for my perms. I'll always take my comb, and then you can just run it around and hold it in your hand. And keeping tension, if you feel like it's going like this and it's not wrapping around your rod, you don't have enough tension. So keep your tension, wrap it all around, make it nice and secure, and make like a little donut. Cool.
I'm ready to do what I do. Baby, what you wanna do? Shoot your shot, cause I'm bulletproof. Me if I'm in your city, bitch, I might be.